Begin Up Darkbox VR has advanced a complete flesh job out in the shape of a 30-min virtual fact expertise. It uses a made-to-order impedance learning car and an HTC Vive headphones. The whole kit-up is on the amount of a household bathroom. It is one of few innovative at the CES Technology Show in Las Vegas to offer mix VR and suitability learning. But one specialist told the company would requirement to address security concerns for the concept to be a successful. The Idaho-based company's decision involves attending incoming a virtual scene, wherever they competitive versus an incarnation or, ultimately, one else. The company's founders, Ryan DeLuca and Preston Lewis, were as well over the success suitability Imperial Power Body. Darkbox VR's industry schedule is to outdoor shop gyms through the US, in that every term will come their own dark carton area for the gamified job out, that will path their advance. An on-home release of the machinery could be advanced in the next, the company told. One VR industry observer told the concept had capacity, but had concerns. Humane beings in general discover it difficult to hold the addiction of workout and down. There's been lot attempts to try and do it more than attractive, so, VR makes feeling of the prospect of hard to do the gym less than dull, told J.P. Gounder of the consulting Forrester. Yet the price of the machinery is departure to do it and costly receive up, or will it be secure quite for human beings to utilize? I'm not aware of the Vive possessing been distress tested for the type of utilize, and Darkbox VR is departure to requirement to show how it has undertaken expense of effect on the flesh of with the headphones for energetic workout. Job Stauffer, a ex-games software developer who now plant in the VR public health institution, who has helped Darkbox VR in promoting activities at CES, says he has individually benefited of virtual fact. Deceased in 2016, I was perhaps the unhealthiest I'd always been in my lifetime, so above 300 pounds, he told. Or I begun games on HTC Vive and I begun to note how strike, love I'm sweaty I'm received the top exercise I've always also. Mr. Stauffer told he begun by game the indie play audio box, that he outlined as guitar character for the weapon. He told he later excited on air aerator coach, that he compared in with an elliptic car, or crucifix trainer, in regulation of amount of calories burnt. The VR Public Health Institution is now evolving a pan-Europe play data, PEGI, style ranking framework for games to class them onto their operation standard, he added. A lot of human beings in the games industry job an unbelievable sum of several hours and frequently don't get the period how they requirement to get thoroughness of themselves, he told. At the identical period games is a sitting expertise, but VR changes all of how chamber scale experiences are charming yours flesh incomplete. Virtual fact and suitability is a little but increasing marketplace. Meantime at the VR Fit Gym in Columbus, Ohio, members can already job out in a virtual fact private coach for $60, 44 pounds, per meeting. In my couple-minute demonstrate, I trunk pressed my way to win in front line of a mob in a enormous virtual scene, stamping out bowling bollocks of flame or, unaccountably, big verdant bird as I stretched the car, in more than impedance laying on at each repeat. I was awarded in a virtual pot gang in a award box and nagging biceps for the otherwise of the afternoon. Down there was no visible waiting time among my activity and the activity I saw in VR, and the graphic, time a bit odd, were immersion. It surely hit observer hilly news story programs in the gym in the audio downward. The demonstration appears to include been intended in man testers in reason, the reps were hard, and the just accessible section to competitive versus was a manly incarnation named Razor tiring verdant armor. But the company was at effort to spot out to me how eventually human beings could competitive versus every some, and how some machine-based avatars would as well be advanced. Of year the conception of receive fit time game a play is as old as kind of sports himself, and Darkbox has been advanced by human beings who are already really reasoned by suitability. Following my short expertise I couldn't say if it would conduct my focus in the length work. But on the some brush, no one has my gym affiliation.